So by now you know that Trump issued an order suspending the entry of non-immigrant visas like H, L, H-2B, and J. But in this video, I'm going to talk about who is actually exempt from this order in a key point format. So if you want to know, I'll see you on the other side. Hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to discuss the new executive order proclamation to bar the entry of non-immigrant visas, those that are actually exempt from this order, in a key point format to make it easier for you to understand and remember. And also give you opportunities to post your questions in the comments below. If you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe to our channel, click that bell to be notified as we release videos every single week. Also, click the like on the video so YouTube can show this video to many more viewers who can benefit from this information. As I mentioned before, I went live literally a couple of hours after the executive order was announced, and I had that proclamation on the screen and went through every single section there in very much detail. If you want to see that video and you missed it, click right here and we'll go back into that detailed video where we go about every section of the proclamation. Here in this video, I wanted to break it down in a kind of a key points format to make it more digestible and understandable in different sections. And here we're going to focus on those that are actually exempt from this proclamation because there's so much confusion out there. So once again, I am Jacob Sapochnick and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California. And we represent clients in all 50 states. We enjoy practicing immigration law and even more sharing what we know with you guys on our YouTube channel. So let's dive into the key points of exactly what happened in this proclamation and who is impacted, who is exempt. Number one, the proclamation took effect at midnight on June 24th and is going to end on December 31st, 2020. Number two, the government is extending the previous executive order limiting immigrant visas that are currently outside of the US. That proclamation is also extended through December 31st, 2020. And again, for those of you that are not familiar with that proclamation, we've done a full video about who is impacted as immigrants who are outside of the United States. And you can watch that video. It's going to be linked right here. And also in the description of this video, we're going to link the video that explains the previous proclamation, specifically focused on immigrant visas, for example, spouses or green card holders, as well as DV lottery beneficiaries that are currently overseas, among others. So make sure you watch the video because we have all these requirements and those are impacted in the previous proclamation now being extended through December 31st, 2020. This proclamation, as a general rule, applies to non-immigrant visas like H-1B, L-1, H-2B, and J-1, as well as their dependents, the dependents of those visas, specifically those that are currently outside of the United States and do not hold current valid visas. Okay, it's really important to understand that those people that are currently outside of the United States and do not have those valid visas are mostly impacted by this ban. The following group of people are exempt from these new restrictions, and they are: number one, US green card holders. They are exempt. Number two, spouses and children of US citizens are exempt. Number three, current non-immigrant visa holders. So if you have an E3 visa, an O1 visa, a TN visa, those are all non-immigrant visas. They are not part of this ban. And even if you have an H-1B visa or an L visa, if you already have this visa, you're also exempt because we're talking about people that are currently outside of the US who do not hold these visas. So most or all non-immigrant visa holders are exempt. Number four, foreign nationals coming to perform temporary labor or services essential to the US food supply chain. Those are exempt as well. Number five, individuals whose entry are in the national interest of the United States as determined by the US government, and there's quite a broad variety of people like that. Those are also exempt. Number six, foreign international students on F1 visas are exempt from this order. I know before this order was released, there was a lot of press about canceling the OPT, optional practical training, the work permit for students, as well as the actual F1 visa program, but that's not included in this proclamation. So F1 visa students are safe for now. Really important to know. A few additional key points about this proclamation. The US government is required, based on this proclamation, to create certain standards to define what is going to be necessary for the national interests of the United States, national security, and create standards for those beneficiaries who are going to be coming to the United States for these activities. They have to put some standards and operational procedures to exactly know what it means and who will qualify. So that's required by the government. Another key point from this proclamation is that there's no fee increases on anything. We thought they're going to increase the H-1B fees. We thought they're going to put some restrictions, double the immigration fees, specifically mentioning in the proclamation. It wasn't mentioned at all about any fee increases, which is another good point to remember. Another key point about this proclamation is that it states that the government will have to create a study or research to make sure that the presence of H-1B workers in the US who are inside the US is not going to disadvantage the US market and the US labor force, and they're going to come up with some sort of a study to determine whether H-1B employees who are working in the US are hurting the economy. And it'll be interesting to see what that means, but maybe they're opening the door for more restrictions on H-1B visa holders who are currently inside the US. It remains to be seen, but at least they kind of opened the door for that possibility. Another factor they mentioned, another key point that was mentioned, is that they're going to create regulations to formulate, to see if people that are getting green cards in EB2, EB3 categories are also creating a disadvantage to the US workforce. And based on those recommendations, they're going to act further. Again, kept it very general, but they're going to maybe open the door for further restrictions in the future based on these recommendations. So these are a little bit side notes in the proclamation, but it's an important key point to mention in this video for you to know as well. Key factor to remember is that US embassies and consulates are still closed all over the world. And also, quite a few countries, like a lot of European countries, are still banned from coming into the United States. And finally, as you know, the ban on Canadian and Mexican non-essential travel has been extended through July 21st. What that means is that when embassies are going to finally start reopening, when travel is going to start flowing back and forth, this ban is going to be felt even more, because at that point, all these people that are being impacted by this ban are not going to have the opportunity to go to the embassy and get an appointment, are not going to be able to go to the embassy to be able to get their visas, while others are going to start getting their appointments. Right now, the impact of the ban is not so felt because everybody is in the same boat, waiting for the embassies to open and get their visas. But once embassies are going to reopen, once travel is going to start flowing, the real impact of this ban is going to be felt, and we feel that it's actually going to impact our economy in a very, very negative way. And what the administration is trying to achieve with this ban is going to achieve the total opposite result, which is what I believe is going to happen. So hopefully those key points were helpful. Again, we've done a full analysis of the proclamation before, and now I just want to get into the main key points. Who is exempt? There are quite a few factors that are exempt. We may do a video specifically on those impacted and break it down in more detail. Once again, if you're here for the first time, make sure you subscribe to our channel, click that bell to be notified, because we release videos every single week and you don't want to miss any of those videos, and our live as well. And also remember that we have a private Facebook group where we continue the discussion, where we share information, tips, as well as very specific advice that you can get in a safe place. So make sure you subscribe and join the Facebook group. The link is in the description of this video. So once again, any questions, make sure you drop your comments below. I'm going to try to answer as much as I can. And let us know what other videos you would like for us to make, because I'm looking at your comments and I'm trying to make videos based on your suggestions. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.